Government is mulling new rules to stop objections to closed insolvency deals after the Supreme Court scrapped the JSW-Bhushan Power buy. Remember, this was a huge setback. Now the government stepping in is what we're learning. Vishwanath Nair joining for more details.
Right, Tamanna. So discussions are on at the Ministry of Law level at this point in time, and the Ministry of Law is looking at the ramifications and the feasibility of these proposals. But essentially, what are these proposals? What they are saying is that if a promoter wants to object against an approved resolution plan, especially if a plan has been implemented and they want to still object to it, they may need to shell out all the money first. Whatever they have defaulted on, that money needs to be repaid. Only then can they come against any of these approved resolution applicants. The other aspect of this is that rather than unwinding the entire insolvency process, which is what happened in the JSW-Bhushan Steel case, 6 years after approval, it was completely unwound. So rather than doing that, these amendments might bring in rules which will say that anybody who's objecting to the resolution plan will probably get a financial reparation if the plan is found to be faulty, rather than upending the entire deal, which is a really problematic situation for anybody in the insolvency proceedings. This happened in the JSW Steel case, and that sort of shook the confidence of a lot of buyers who were looking to come in and invest in companies which were part of the insolvency process. So this seems like a way for the government to step in and try and give more confidence to potential distressed asset buyers, also to plug any kind of loophole in the entire system. But yes, at this point in time, these are being discussed and reviewed. A final call will be taken a little later, but what we're learning is that these are definitely on the table.
Just, Manish, if you have a view on this, because this is a sore point, right? What happened with JSW and Bhushan, and this was a huge push. Our IBC process was a huge reform, especially for companies that are stuck.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have legal issues on settled cases in IBC, then basically we are undoing the entire reform that we have, implemented. Hello?
We can hear you, Manish. Okay, we can hear you. Okay.
Yeah. So I would think that something in this regard is par the course, and if the government is implementing something of this sort, it's likely going to be quite good for the financial system as a whole.
And then therefore ties in with your theme of you being constructive, I believe, on some of the aspects of the NBFCs in the financial space as well, Manish. Okay. Point well noted. Thank you for agreeing to this request today for the interview at such a short notice. Really, really appreciate that, Manish.
Thank you, Nina.
The pleasure is ours. And Vishy, thanks for bringing this story, important to track, and much appreciate you bringing that to us for our viewers as well. So viewers, at least 2 exclusives, some very interesting herds on the streets as well. Well, in the first 1.5 hours, you've gotten at least 5 very, very interesting pieces of developments aside of what the market is throwing as odds.